Alright, so this is the setup for this experiment. We have the magnetic field sensor right here, which is attached to a rotary motion sensor. The purpose of this sensor is to measure the position of the magnetic field sensor. So we have the magnetic field sensor attached via this string, which is kept tight by hanging a mass down there. Okay. Now, if I move the magnetic field sensor, notice how the rotary motion sensor is going to rotate, and this will record the position of the magnetic field sensor. Now, all of the setup is mounted on this stage that we can move left and right. Okay, and notice how when I move it, it's gonna, or the magnetic field sensor will pass through the coil. Okay, this is how we can get the position versus magnetic field strength. So the magnetic field sensor will record the magnetic field strength, and the position, the rotary motion sensor will record the position of the magnetic field sensor. Okay. This is the magnetic field sensor that we use for this experiment. Here are the several settings that we have. This setting allows us to measure the magnetic field that goes directly into the axis of the sensor entering this dot. This setting allows us to measure the magnetic field sensor component, or the magnetic field component that enters into the side of the sensor. This is how you can reset the sensor. And this is to specify the range that we're interested in. Okay, so for our purpose, we're gonna keep it on the axial mode, which measures the magnetic field in this direction. Okay. The two coils have to be connected so that the current flows in them in the same direction in both of them. So this terminal number 1 is connected to terminal number 2, and so on. This one goes back to the power supply. Let's just extend the wire. Okay, now the distance between the two coils from here, I'm measuring from the front surface. This distance should be equal to the radius of each coil. This combination, we call it the Helmholtz coil combination. Let's make sure they are parallel and they are exactly at 1 radius separation from each other. Okay, so the radius again is equal to the distance between the two coils. Alright, now the sensor is moving close to the coil, so the magnetic field is increasing. Now, in the area between the two coils, notice how the magnetic field is almost constant at a straight line, horizontal line. And then now, after that, after it passes the second coil, starts to decrease again. Okay, I will repeat it quickly. So you see a smooth curve.